Hey guys, John here. Filming with me today is my best bud Tony, who's also Blue Angel number 5 on the virtual Blue Angels demo team. This started out as a landing tutorial, but it quickly turned into being unable to land with full span flaps because I overmixed the aileron response. So we'll cover that part some other time in the future. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, we're back with the F-18. Still got to do some work to get that full span going on this thing. It's a tough one, man, but we'll get it there. I'm glad I got one on the maiden at least, or the maiden day. Let's go have some fun on this 5200 Z-Pack.
Flaps up, tails normal. Wing normal. Gear up.
Alright, show with the vertical performance. Full throttle.
30 seconds.
It will like alpha down. That was cool. Like it was elevatoring. I'm gonna make it do that again. We're gonna get it up and we're just gonna hold the stabs back in front of those clouds over there. Yeah, look at it, just goes straight down. Put the nose down, let it recover. Get the throttle cutouts, or the
3.51 volts.
The battery callouts going.
1 minute.
Into a flat spin. It's a weird jet in flat spins, man.
Gear down.
All right, let's turn her around. See if we can do that classic Blue Angels dirty inverted pass. If it starts feeling weird, we'll just let off the sticks. Yep, started feeling weird.
Gear up. 22.69.
It's one of those things I want to do with the jet, but I'm not entirely confident of doing it just yet. Doing those Airguardian-style flips.
2 minutes.
Nothing that the Blue Angels would actually do, but you know, it's not a Blue Angel. It's a foam F-18, and if it can do cool stuff, why not make it do cool stuff?
2.18 volts.
See if I can keep it in knife edge. Getting super unstable up there. Try a Cobra Maneuver from the side here. Does pretty impressive Cobras, I'd say. That was like a snapback to vertical almost. Let's see if she'll do inverted alpha like the F22. Nope. Or maybe she does, I don't know. I'm getting kind of sketched out by the battery callouts here.
22.6 volts.
We're gonna get her down early before something weird happens. Adjust the camera.
Crow. Deflected aileron.
Try to land with full span flaps.
3 minutes.
Now that the wind has become completely calm, should get a really good vector on how it's gonna land now.
Full flaps. Flaps up.
That felt really strange.
21.83 volts.
Try it again. It's almost like the CG got pushed too far back, so we're gonna try to land without it. I think if you need full span flaps.
1 losses, 100% strength. 22.32 volts. Full flaps.
There we go. Whoop. Whoop. Here we go.
Crow.
Slow it down with the crow. It's like that less than scale landing or less than even ideal landing, just so I don't have to run the risk of destroying this jet. Taking her back up, flaps 50, move the center of gravity a little bit further forward. The last flight it was super wonky. This time it should be good to go. Rudder toe and 5280 RC's afterburner set up this time. I totally forgot to install it. Not install it, but set it up.
Flaps gear up.
A little bit of that
Normal.
pollen still visible in the
Tails normal.
on the what do you want to call it, taxiways here. Let's do some more agility testing with this jet, see what it can really do. If you guys have watched Airguardian, you have an idea of what these things can do already, but I want to see what it can do in my hands.
Alpha 22.13 volts. Wing normal.
Quick powered loop. It's not as tight with the what do you want to call it, with the center of gravity move further forward. And she ain't happy about that. There's some maneuvers a jet wants to do and there's some they don't.
23.3 volts. 5 minutes.
Let's do an aggressive high G loop.
Flaps auto. Wing normal.
I wasn't even pulling as hard as I could there. Yeah, I mean, I like the way this thing flies. It's definitely a challenge to fly with full span and the ailerons and everything set up on it.
22.55 volts.
Make it stand up on its tail. Let's try an alpha with the alpha mixing.
Alpha auto.
Looks like it does it.
Wing normal.
I have it set up so it like kicks the stuff or the ailerons up and the flaps down with only a little bit of stick pull, so I don't have to hold the elevator up
6
much.
minutes.
That seems to help.
Deflected ailerons. Gear down.
See if I can bring her in for a quick touch and go
22.6 volts.
with the full span flaps. Make sure my rudder toe is turned off. I only have that for really takeoffs. I don't need it for landing.
Full flaps.
There we go. It's behaving great now that I move the center of gravity a little further forward.
Flaps up. Gear up. 21.57 volts.
Okay, we already pretty much have to get her down. But the loops this thing can do are phenomenal. Let's do an inverted pass. I haven't checked the CG on this thing since I put it out further forward.
7 minutes.
Definitely on the nose heavy side. I see why Alejandro talks about how there's some stability issues when you push it further back.
Gear down.
I mean, it absolutely is less stable further back for sure. She also feels weird when you go to do these turns. You're not quite sure if it's stalling or not, even though it's still flying. It looks weird. Keep the power on the approach.
.53 volts.
Looked amazing till the end.
Normal. Deflected ailerons. Crow. Full
We're
flaps.
back with the Freewing F-18 90mm running the FMS 1950 kV motor and the full suite of mixing that this thing's got, including full span flaps. And last but not least, of course, is Larry's 5280 RC afterburner, which you can see the link to in this whole video.
25.03
It looks amazing. Unfortunately, in the beginning of this footage, I totally forgot to plug it in because I was just having an anxiety attack even getting this jet into the air, but that's okay. We're flying this on a Z6100C pack. We're gonna take this bugger up and have some more fun with it. Here we go.
Full flaps. Flaps up. Gear up. Tails normal. Wing normal.
I think I might have to turn the full span flaps off
23.43
for the landing. Is it when I put it out to full just to test it in the air, it definitely felt a little weird. That's okie dokie. Actually, let's maybe do some touch and go practice with this thing, make it into maybe a landing tutorial if we can. I want to just see how the full span flaps is going to behave.
Deflected aileron. Gear down.
Okay, we'll put the flaps out here momentarily. Turn her around. Once we get her level and a little bit past that tree line, we'll try it out.
23.3 volts.
Still plenty of power. If it starts feeling wonky, I can just turn it off.
Flaps 50. Full flaps up.
No, something feels weird. Could be that mixing that I put in. Anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and cancel the touch and go stuff. Unless it feels absolutely good, there's no reason to even do it. Look at the way it slides around those curves. It's got a really good center of gravity right now.
22.84 volts. Flaps auto. Wing normal.
Made sure to keep some throttle on that down line so that we didn't drop a wing and stall and spiral into the ground. An amazing roll rate in this jet. I mean, some of you guys don't like roll rates. That's okay, you don't have to. I prefer them. I like to be able to have as much agility as I can get. Look at the way she slides over. Okay, for a moment there I wasn't sure if I was gonna hit those trees. That's why you don't do flat spins over trees, kids. Learn from Uncle John and don't make stupid mistakes.
Minutes. 22.22 volts.
I love giving it some rudder as you pull over because it makes the jet kind of do a weird load it roll. Kind of like that. Rudders in this plane are absurdly effective as long as they're not washed out by the angle of attack of the wings or anything.
21.72 volts.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right.
21.87 volts.
Still plenty of power to work with. We're still under load. That's why it's doing that.
Flight pack 21.1. 3 minutes. Gear down.
This jet will do so many cool things, and I still need to master it. Start bleeding off some altitude here.
275.7 feet.
There we go. A little bit of a tailwind.
Wing normal.
We're just gonna land without full span flaps. It's definitely a little weird feeling with that mix that I put in to accelerate the roll control.
Full flaps.
Wow. Let's go cut here and take a look at it a little closer. Do one quick touch and go, just turn around and land the same way we came in. Full span flaps, here we go.
Flaps up. Gear up. Tails normal. Wing normal. Flight pack 21.72 volts. 4 minutes.
Turning her around.
Flight pack 21.1. Gear down.
If she doesn't feel good in full span flaps, we'll just turn it off before we land.
22.04 volts.
But I really want to salvage that landing. That was just absolute abject garbage.
Flaps. Full flaps.
Okay, I think I fixed it. Ailerons were just way too touchy. It's looking good. How is it looking, mate? That was worth it. That thing slid in.
Thanks so much for watching. If you find this kind of content entertaining or interesting, consider the idea of liking the video and subscribing to the channel. See you guys out there.